Welcome to Color Folk and Anime, where we talk about anime from a colorful perspective. And I'm back with the gang. The gang is here. The gang's all here. I'm here with Jordan.
Yo.
With Chris.
Hi.
And with Malcolm.
What's up?
And I'm Lance. And happy to see y'all. Happy to be with y'all. If you are listening on the pod, what up? What's going on with you? If you're watching us on YouTube and you like the video, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, we're trying to get our numbers up. And we appreciate all the support that you've been giving us. Shout out to our supporters that's supporting us on Anchor. We talked about a Patreon strategy eventually.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Did you get our text about the... I'm not going to disclose the...
I don't think so. You have to show me. Yeah, I don't think so.
We got some very interesting ideas.
Okay.
And your participation is actually probably the most interesting idea.
Okay.
We'll get there. So we have things coming at you, things coming to you, things that you will not suspect happen. Some things you may suspect, other things you probably won't suspect. And we're just happy to be here. It is crappy outside. It's awesome in here. Quick question before I go to the next segment. Why do you have apple cider vinegar in your bathroom?
She got the little cute hand towels in there too, man. She got to clean the dirty.
I walked in the bathroom. I'm like, why do I see a cabinet ingredient? Like, what's going on? Like,
there's also coconut oil and olive oil in my bathroom.
I mean, those I get, right? Those I get, yeah.
So the apple cider vinegar is for. So I do when I wash my hair, I pre-poo. And pre-poo basically
is that
like
taking a shit before you get in the shower?
No.
That was my thoughts too, Malcolm, but I wasn't gonna say it. I mean, it's the bathroom, you talking about poo.
No, I mean, it makes sense, but
so.
never in my life. Never in my life.
Because you don't want to let it go to shower. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
You're not in the shower again? No, I'm taking a pre-poo.
It's pre-shampoo is what that stands for. So basically, it's like so I can detangle my hair before I wash it.
Yeah.
So that way there's not as many like tangles and stuff that come out in the shower. So I use apple cider vinegar to kind of like get the preliminary gunk out of my hair and my scalp. It's good for clarifying, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I'll use maybe coconut oil and aloe vera juice or something to detangle. Yes. That's why that's in.
All right, that's solid. I just was like, why do I see an ingredient? I didn't know because I was like,
I'm definitely not drinking that shit. My sister made me try it once, and I immediately
Projectile. You're supposed to mix it with water or something else, right?
Yeah, I mean she did. She diluted it, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not
You've
going
also
down.
had your sister make alcoholic drinks, so it's not going to be mixed well.
Your ratio is off.
Well, no, but her alcoholic drinks are delicious.
They're delicious,
because
but half
she
alcohol.
doesn't. She doesn't like the taste of alcohol, so she makes it
100 proof.
taste like juice. She makes it taste like
that's
juice.
dangerous. I don't.
Dangerous.
If I can't taste it, then I know it's going
He's
somewhere.
sneaking up on you.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Dangerous if you
Right. Doop.
Yeah.
But again, we thank y'all for tuning in, supporting us, listening to our crazy banter, and listening to us talk about anime. We have a lot planned today. We're excited about. We thank you very much.
I
I literally talked about cues.
Full stop.
Maybe I don't know if you want to give me a look, okay, it's your turn or something.
Full stop.
This nigga was just like,
Yo, what I say though? Hey, I'm gonna say that y'all was here. I said, hey.
we talked about transitions.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna say thank you again.
Okay, but
and I don't want it to be out.
You gotta lead the transition too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, look, you have a job where you talk to people regularly. Transitions are key, man. You gotta be like, if you've ever taken a public speaking class, man, transitions are huge. You gotta be like, at least give me a cue or something.
I thought you was gonna run off the stage like the police.
It's cool. We gonna write down the cues next time. Jordan, what is our next segment? What are we getting into?
On that note,
What are we getting into?
all right. Getting into our what are we reading and watching segment. For those that are used to my normal voice, don't mind my congested as hell voice. Pollen's kicking my ass right now. So reading and watching. For me personally, I haven't started reading anything that I haven't been reading already. So same old. Watching, I did start watching a couple new shows. So I finished Digimon Try, which was amazing. Chris.
I was just gonna say.
I saw the facial. I saw your facial.
Look, I was gonna
change,
tell
your
you.
facial expression.
I had to check her last week because she was coming with the
I know she did.
Digimon slander.
I heard it.
And I was like, don't you dare slander Digimon while Jordan's not
Not
here.
here to defend it. Right. So I finished
Kidding,
Try.
I'm kidding.
Listen, what got me was
said
Digigestion.
Digigestion.
That was what got me.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
I will give you that. It's a little
like
cheesy.
that,
It's a little cheesy. They probably could have thought of something a little better, but
Some you say at
We're
an
gonna roll
altar
with it.
call. Sow your seed, find your digit destiny.
that's great. That's fantastic.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so I finished Try, which was amazing. And then I started watching Golden Kamui.
what's that?
Which is really good. So
I think I've read the first bit of it.
Yeah, so basically the premise is there's like this, it's during, I don't know if it's actually a real war, but it was like when Japan was fighting the Russians.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, it's happened on numerous occasions. With them being across the water and all. Ish. Right.
They don't teach that in school at all.
Yeah.
So we got bored and we fought a war. Kidding.
Right. So basically the main character is I think his name is Sugimoto or something like that. I think it's his name.
Don't look at me. I can't
I'm not
help
looking
you.
at you when I say that because you don't remember anybody's names.
At all.
So I think his name is Sugimoto, but he goes and he's called the Immortal because like he goes through like pretty much every battle he's been in. Like he lives like through like the craziest circumstances. Like part of it is luck, part of it is just the fact that he's absolutely like crazy.
Yeah.
And so like the very first scene of the show, like they have him like storming a hill. And so like the Russians have the high ground and they're shooting downwards, which obviously is never a good position to be in,
Right.
trying to take a hill fortification. So he like against all odds runs up this hill and basically takes this trench by himself, gets shot like twice in the process. And like when they're like the beginning of the show, they're like, oh, he's immortal. Like he's like, oh, he's the immortal. Like I literally thought he was immortal. And then it's like, oh no, he just
crazy.
evades death like it's like a bad habit, you know?
Right. That don't count. That's
It doesn't
that's
count.
not what that
He's not
means.
actually
Just
immortal.
because you ain't died don't mean you
Right,
can't
exactly.
die.
So
ducking
yeah,
smoke.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
but no. So basically, after the war, he goes home, and he learns about this treasure that is like this famed treasure that is like worth, I don't know, hundreds of millions or whatever it is. They gave a number. I don't remember what it is. So it's this famed treasure, and it's supposedly a myth. It's not supposed to exist. The catch is he hears this story, and the guy telling him is involved in the gold disappearing, and he doesn't know this. Well, the guy afterwards, he was drunk, Sugimoto goes to sleep, guy wakes up, or he wakes up, the guy's got a gun on him, like, I think I told you too much when I was drunk. tries to kill him, and he's like, okay, maybe the story was real. Like,
Yeah, and also that was your fault. That wasn't my fault.
Right.
Bro.
so tries to kill him, fails, and then so that's how he finds out that, oh, hey, this gold story is real.
Oh, that's cool.
And so then now he goes hunting down, because basically, so the guy who knows where the gold is in prison. He's on lockdown, and he tattooed directions to the gold on like 24 inmates that he was inmates with. And then the inmates escaped during a botched government ploy to like get the gold for themselves. So the inmates
Look at
escaped.
capitalism. Go ahead.
Right, exactly, right. So the government wants the gold, the army wants the gold, every Tom, Dick, and Harry wants the gold. So the gold is the map is tattooed on all these inmates who are now in the wind.
Yeah.
And so they go around trying to collect all these inmates.
Yeah, but then you gotta take
you
it
have
off
to skin them. You have
so
to
you
take
can
their
put the
skin
map
off.
together.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's literally
Oh,
tattooed
word.
all around
Yeah.
them. So
Wasn't that in the episode of Saw?
I feel like it.
Was
I
it?
feel like it was.
And also Rush Hour.
yeah.
Which one? The third one, right?
Was it the
Well,
The
yeah,
third
that's
one
when it
was
got
the
weird.
French
French
people.
shit. Is that when it got
Yeah,
weird?
yeah.
Okay.
Was that when it got weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it started getting a little.
It was okay,
I mean,
but
you know, anything
that
when
was.
you have a third movie of anything.
It's like
Yeah.
when
Yeah, you start reaching.
Yeah.
what made your movie good? When you try too hard to do that again, that's when
Right.
it starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking
Yeah.
at you, Dumb and
Can't
Dumber.
recapture that.
But no, so it's a good show. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's got good action. It's got a good story. It's got
Nice.
some good comedy in it.
Yeah.
So it's a good show.
Reading,
I
watching.
would definitely recommend it.
I almost forgot. Reading, watching, playing.
Yeah, playing. I haven't picked anything else up, but I will be picking up the new Samurai Warriors game that comes out next month because
looks
Yasuke is going to
good.
be a character
Like, right.
for the
it
first
looks
time,
good,
which would be
too.
dope.
Nice.
And I'm a big Samurai Warriors fan.
But not the
Netflix
Not
Version.
the Netflix version, yeah. Not the Netflix version.
not that way.
And then I will be picking up the Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
yo.
So that's the
Deep cut?
remake. Yeah, that's the remake of 1 through 3.
You and Perry play Mass Effect?
What? Me? No.
You didn't even watch me play
They
that.
terrify her.
No.
No,
No,
she couldn't
she
do
couldn't
the
watch
Mass
me
Effect.
play.
She wouldn't
Yeah.
get through the first game. She wouldn't get through the first few
Absolutely not.
missions.
Yeah, it's too many choices for you.
Yeah.
It's-
Too many choices, too much,
yeah.
I handle choices,
shooting
like it, but it'd be,
No,
it'd be
choices
like
that, like,
turn based though.
kills
So,
No, like literally, like choices in the
gracias.
first game affect your characters in the third
Yeah.
game.
It's like, do I
Like-
leave this person behind
Yeah,
to fight alone while we escape type stuff?
yeah.
Oh, that's so
Because then
sad.
that character dies.
Yeah.
And you
then
save
he's
the
not
other
available.
characters.
Yeah.
That character could be a
You're
character you take
talking to
with you
someone
all
who
the through
made
games.
sure that all her students survived in Fire Emblem. So.
Yeah, but in Mass Effect you have to choose.
you have
though.
to make
You don't have a
those
choice.
choices.
You
You
have
have
to
to let
sacrifice
someone
people.
die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mass Effect.
Are there
picking that up.
people
Oh,
that
did-
like are
did they
obviously
change
people
that?
you should
Didn't
let
people
die?
complain and they changed something like that in one of
They
the later games?
changed the ending of the third one, I think,
Yeah,
is what
that's
they
what it
changed
is.
because people were mad about that.
Okay.
But yeah,
It is what it is.
but they did change. No, there was
Niggas
something
get shot
with,
every day, B.
there was something with
Right.
There was something with a
Yeah,
couple of the characters that they changed. I think Jack they might have changed a little bit from the second one, and then I don't remember what else. But yeah,
But Mass Effect is one of the best games ever made.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'll be playing that. But I think that is out now. I think it either just released or is about to release.
I don't have anything next gen, so I'm
Well, it's on
losing.
PS4. It'll be on PS4 and PS5.
I'm not gonna buy a PS4 when PS5 is out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I keep.
I'm just not.
That's my argument with April.
I think it's on the Xbox consoles too, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
yeah, but April always is like, well, you could just get a PS4. I'm like, I'll just save my pennies up for a
Yeah,
PS5.
when
It's
they
a
start
much
making
better
If they
machine.
start making enough for people to actually buy.
Well, I mean, and they will.
They
Yeah.
just
That.
released some on
Yeah,
GameStop.
they're
And
starting to
they
be a
got
little
gobbled
bit
up
more
quick, of course.
accessible.
Yeah.
And
A
also
year
they got to
later.
get all the quirks out of them old machines.
Yeah, that's why I never buy one initially, anyways. I always
Just-
wait.
And it's a
Right.
microchip shortage.
Oh,
And
right.
There's
That's
that.
why.
Was that it for yours?
Yep, go right
So mine's, I'll be quick on my first one because I want to spend some time on my second one. First one is a K-drama. It's called Bring It On Ghost. It's hilarious.
Nice.
It is about a teenager who can see ghosts and runs around town beating them up for money.
So,
I'm
Wow.
crying.
It's
so like
amazing.
if Bleach
I feel like
was,
maybe
If,
I've
if
seen a
Bleach was a
commercial
little
for
more
this, though.
campy and the guy wasn't nearly as strong at all. Actually, like in the first the first episode, he's hunting down this ghost at his school. But he doesn't know how to do what he does well. He just has the gift of seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
So he just run around doing random street fights on ghosts. He's just
jumping ghosts.
and so he runs to
Don't
this
fight.
this haunted school, like where this old school girl ghost is, and she put the brakes on him and chases him out of the school. And so now he's trying to figure out how to be better at bounty hunting ghosts or whatever the case may be. It's hilarious.
That's fun.
It feels, it's a
It reminds
cage.
me of Toilet Bound. What is it? Toilet Bound. I can't remember the character's name, but she can like see ghosts, and then the ghost in the bathroom helps
Right.
her get rid of other bad ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is it doesn't feel like a K-drama though. It feels like it was made in Japan or made in China, because the action is a little more in your face, but you can tell it's not like the karate isn't great or nothing like that. It's just this guy throwing hands in regular form, but like, but the little animation that pops up on there, the pacing, it doesn't feel like the typical like K-drama, even an action K-drama. But my second one, so I caught up to I'm almost at the end of the first season of ReZero.
Okay. Oh, look at you.
Nice.
Right after they or not after, they still fighting the white whale. And,
it's a good fight.
Yeah. How do you feel? You saw the confession now.
So like, okay, let me get this straight. Okay, I'm not gonna try to spoil anything. Main character, what's my man's name? Subaru.
Like
That's the easiest name I remember.
I drive one.
Subaru, like, is the definition of a simp.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why you need to be this way. You don't have to be this way. This is a choice. This is not healthy. It's not cool. What's that tag that that Royce the $5 tag? You're not tough to be. You're not the measuring stick of what street. Like, you're nobody to be, man. Like, I don't understand who you are, why you make the decisions you make. That's the thing. That didn't help me continue watching the show at all.
No.
At all. And I'm like, so you said no, bruh? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay. Got you.
Poor Rem.
No, I'm a little bothered. I mean, I do like the white whale battle though, because you know what's funny? It reminds me of like a Final Fantasy. It reminds me of RPG, and you see all these different groups fighting this monster or whatnot, and they're clearly not making any real damage. They're like, we cut his eye out. He's like, I'm the white whale, so let me do something else cool.
A million eyes, like.
Right. I thought that was hilarious.
Really?
They put full force on this whale, all to just be like, next level. And everybody's like, smoke. Oh, what are we going to do?
So are you to the end of the white whale fight yet, or?
Almost, because it goes into, I'm on episode 12, and it starts in 11, and it runs all the way until like, I think they're at the end of their fight. Okay. So they can't fight anymore, and they're just figuring out about, or it clicks for him, Subaru, that what the black smoke does. Okay. From the white whale or whatnot, but yeah.
So I don't think you've seen the last part of the fight.
Not yet. That's when I go home.
Do you know what I'm talking about? After he figures out what the smoke does.
Okay.
What happens with the whale? Like immediately afterwards.
Ooh, do I remember? Oh my gosh. I mostly
because
just
then
pay
it like
attention to
throws
the
a
parts of the
huge twist into their fight against the white whale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm finishing it when I go home.
I don't think you've seen that yet, because I think you would have called out what I was talking about.
Yeah, no. So, yeah.
Continue, though. That's a really good fight.
Yeah, good. Not bad show. Just
like
irritating a little bit. Huh?
The green hair girl that's up for queen or whatever the fuck they're fighting
the other
for.
candidate, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
The feisty one with the wear the dark clothes?
She's like
the one that leads the charge against the white whale.
Oh, her.
Yeah, I like her.
She's cool. She reminds me of the woman captain in Attack on Titan. What's her name? The scientist chick?
Oh, really? Huh?
Wait, am I missing something? Yes, the chick who led
Hanj is unhinged.
Yeah.
She's not unhinged. She's like super straight laced. Are we talking about the same person?
We're probably not, but it's okay. We'll move along. What are you reading or watching, playing?
I mean, I watched what we were supposed to watch. Yes. What else did I watch? Something else. Oh, I'm so bad at this recall thing.
Memory.
Right.
Stop doing drugs.
Shut up. I don't. I'm super clean. Okay.
Caffeine is a drug.
Well, then,
That's
you know,
that's
I'm
what
a
April
junkie.
That's what my wife keeps trying to tell me. I'm like, nah.
I'm trying to hear that, man.
I'm still reading Spy Family because it's amazing.
It's Solo Leveling.
It's so sweet. Spy Family's real sweet. Y'all should watch it. Yes, I've been reading Solo Leveling. I did not read this last chapter because I don't.
I know
I
your
don't
whole thing
like
about being
caught
up.
up.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I need to because I peeked in Discord afterwards.
At what
Though I
we're
didn't
talking about?
comment or anything. But
You
I
gotta
was like,
catch up.
oh, I need to read it. I know I need to read it. Just I don't want to.
I mean, it's like a 10-minute read over. You know,
I know
on
it's
every
a short
Wednesday.
read,
Just
but I
just commit 10 minutes to read Solo Leveling.
I know. You know, I've also been trying to catch up on One Punch Man. Is that
Watching
weird?
it or reading it?
Reading it. Oh yeah, I finished watching.
That's the one
it.
y'all said the animation gets really weird.
It gets
Yeah,
wonky
season
in the
2,
second
they
season.
changed the studio and
studio.
everything.
I
and
still haven't
Who
picked
did
that
the
one up yet.
first season?
I can't remember.
That wasn't Madhouse. I'm not gonna look it up. It's
I don't
fine.
remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Just
But
know it's wonky in
you
the
could tell
second
they were
season.
trying to save time and money in the second season.
Yeah, which we will also talk about with the anime we're talking about today. But and then playing, I haven't been playing anything mostly because my PC finally came, and I've been trying to work out the kinks with that.
Gaming pieces.
What? Oh, what?
Oh, you'll hear it on the podcast.
Oh, by the way, shout out to you. You put graphics here.
Yeah.
That was dope. You didn't see those?
Yeah.
Like, you see? Oh,
No, I
you watch
haven't.
it on YouTube?
Not yet.
Anyways, if you watch it on YouTube, you're in for a real treat. Like, that's awesome. He put like we talk about the
where
animes.
we talk about stuff.
Yeah.
He'll put the like.
Hey, did you see what I did with her
Up here.
when she couldn't remember the name of the book? Watch it again.
I'm going to go back and watch it.
Proceed.
Oh, but
I have
yeah.
the power.
Shut up, Malcolm.
Don't say anything too wild. He'll make you look
Oh,
weird. Right?
I know. Why are you here? Why did we invite you?
You
here?
invited me
I
because you
did.
love
I don't know
me.
what I was thinking. Do I?
Yes, you
No. But I got a PC, so I'm gonna play games in public. Is essentially what's gonna happen.
Are you? You know what you should do? You have a gaming PC.
I do.
And I know you're not gonna play this, but you need to play this, just because everybody streams this. Just play Warfare. You on Warfare would be
Wait.
That would be
hilarious.
great.
That'd be
Wait.
hilarious.
Warfare like Call of Duty.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
And it's free.
Have we
and you
never
probably
talked
just-
about me in first-person shooter
No,
games?
that's your sister in first-person shooters. Remember she played Halo? She was just going in circles
No,
the whole time.
that was me.
Oh, that was you?
Yes.
I thought that was Richard.
That would still be
That
very
would still be
entertaining.
very entertaining. Bro, I would tune into that stream.
And just to hear you commentate over
Yeah,
the whole
comedic relief alone.
It ain't about being good. It's about
That's true. That's very
exciting.
true.
Yeah, that is true.
You should.
that
I'm
would,
on board with
Why
that.
would I play
that
that
would be
game?
amazing.
Because it would
Isn't
be
that a
entertaining.
giant game anyway?
It is.
You have a computer.
You're
I
playing
do.
against other
Yeah, I
people.
mean, and you can literally just get you one of those PC game controllers,
Yeah.
right? So
Right,
you're not
you can get a
like,
Well,
controller.
here's the thing though. Would I be better at playing it on the keyboard if I suck ass at playing
No,
on
because
the
the panic will
controller?
make you hit a wrong key. You're more used to a controller.
I
so
mean, that would be humorous though if she hits wrong
would-
keys.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
No, but here's the problem. So I even tried my best friend's kids play like video games on their phones.
yeah.
So one of them had like a Call of Duty game on his phone, and he was trying to show me how I could do. I can't move and look and aim at the same time. It's
Yeah,
too
that-
many directions. I can't.
It's fine. It's,
I
if you-
can't keep it together.
It's just like walking.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. It's
is.
not. It's not like walking at all. What are you saying?
You move
It's
with
sorta
the left
like
hand, you
walking
look with the
if-
right hand.
If you were like, if you
No,
were,
but then you have to try and shoot. How am I supposed to shoot when I'm moving and looking?
You hold L
Yeah.
to zoom in and you tap R to shoot.
I
Oh, you
bro,
shoot with these.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's like walk. Look,
Why did I think you shoot with the other buttons? Oh, that would make it a little easier. Maybe I can do it. No, I'm not gonna
Yes.
try. Oh my god.
Yes.
No.
That's a commitment.
No, we need to do it. Get it done. If
Oh,
you do it, I'll
God.
do it. Let's put it that way. You do it, I'll do it.
Go. I don't know about that, but I've got some ideas about some fun stuff I can do with streaming and stuff. We'll
Sounds
see
fun.
what happens.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I want to TikTok. What are you really watching?
Not reading anything.
Shame.
I think I have a whole like media subscription that I'm not using.
But you're paying for it?
You said
It's
what
like
for who?
$9 a week.
Viz Media.
I do have
Oh, get
Viz.
it done.
That's where I've been reading Spy Family and stuff.
But watching what we watched for today, and what's what we're watching? The Skyscraper.
Oh, that's
Invasion
what we
or
were
whatever.
watching.
Yeah.
High Rise Invasion.
High Rise Invasion.
Oh
There we
my
go.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's very intriguing. Like every
It is.
episode makes you want to go. I gotta watch this next episode.
Yeah.
Like, because I
And I
want to
think
know
I
what
like
the
it
hell is
because I
going
don't know
on.
anything about the hype. Because I feel like when it came out, people were talking about it, but I
Yeah.
never watched it. And
Yeah,
now
me
that
neither. I
I'm
haven't
on the
watched
other
it.
side, I'm like, this is actually
Yeah,
really
this-
good. It's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I was
so that's
surprised.
what I've been watching.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Playing Call of Duty, ironically.
There
Are
we
you?
go.
Back on, yeah. I'm a.
Which one? Modern Warfare? The one you told me to get?
Yeah, that's the only one there is, but it's like a multiplayer mode
Yeah.
where it's like, and then it's like a Warzone mode.
So you're gonna
where,
play Call of Duty with me?
I
I'm not
would.
playing
I
Call
would.
of Duty.
I
That
would.
would
fucking
be.
playing
I'm
that
telling y'all, get
Then
it
it's like a
done.
Warzone mode where it's just you could do teams or you could do like
I thought Cold
by
War had
yourself.
one too, like that.
It's
though.
all the same
Oh, okay.
bundle.
Yeah.
But Warzone is like just a wide open area. So
It's cross-platform, or do I?
Yeah,
do?
it's cross-platform.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
See,
but
why am I talking
what
like
I've
I'm
been playing.
considering it? I'm not.
She is.
No, I'm
You
not.
need to
Yeah,
consider
yeah,
it.
sure.
Because you know what's crazy?
I can't.
You could play it and suck for a really long time and nobody ever has to know.
nobody would care.
I'm
know what
just
I mean?
gonna hide in a building and be like, I'm sniping.
But don't-
guys."
don't-
No,
care.
people
Don't
do
care.
that. That's what people do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Because there's
Like
so
half
many,
of-
it's a volume of people that play it. You can go get at
Yeah,
least.
you'll be playing with like 150 people at the same time.
I've watched it. I love watching first-person shooter games. I love watching it, especially when they're not that good.
That's
I like
you.
watching those streams.
That's you. You're watching yourself.
See, right.
No, I'm
it could
horrible.
be you on the other end. People
It
enjoy
could-
watching
people could be
you.
watching
no,
you.
I am.
They're
I'm
getting
not
paid to
bad.
suck.
Like
You
just
just
like,
sit
oh
there.
man, I got shot.
Yeah, you're contributing to
No.
their paycheck on them
They're
sucking.
gonna be just looking at the sky for like an hour until I get shot.
But you'll be talking the whole time, and that's what makes it
That's what I'm saying.
entertaining.
That's the thing about streaming. And
They don't go to watch because you suck. They go to watch because your commentary is hilarious while
Oy
you suck.
vey. Oy.
tell you, that'd be
They.
amazing. On to our next topic. So
No pause.
Yeah, right.
No pause is not.
no, because it's me because I ain't let Jordan.
That was not a fair assessment. Because in our preview, you were like, okay, we got to work on these transitions, but you didn't say there was a cue or nothing.
Right.
You
I
just-
did.
I mean,
no,
He
I
did say
said-
there was a cue.
I said, hey,
What
I'm
he
gonna say
said
thank you
was
one
a
more
little
time.
different than what he said.
He
the
didn't
cue
say
would
who
be.
it was cueing, what segment was coming in. He just stopped.
and then you like looked around like, okay, you gonna go or?
In our next segment, CW tries to reboot one of our childhood favorites. First of all, nobody told CW to do this. CW rebooted or tried to. They shot a pilot for the Powerpuff Girls. The script was so bad that CW, the studio, said, "Hey, can y'all try this again? Just run that back. Just let us know when you finish it." And so they're going to go a completely different direction with the script. And that's not even what I talk about. The script is so cringy. That's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is I heard that they're probably not going to have Mojo Jojo on here, which sucks. But hypothetical, if there was a Mojo Jojo, and I feel like we're the room of people that can talk about casting monkeys.
Wow.
Who would you want to see play Mojo Jojo?
Caesar.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
My God.
No, yeah, I mean, Mojo Jojo was like the best villain in Power
He's
Rangers.
iconic, honestly.
So like you have to. I mean, you have to have Mojo Jojo in the show, just for being able to say his name in the show alone, and then
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, exactly.
Rattles off his plan.
Yeah. So I like in that vein with what Malcolm is saying. I don't think you cast a person. I think you cast a CGI monkey.
Yeah.
Because casting people could be problematic.
Right.
Especially
brown.
Yeah, anybody with a brown complexion, automatic cancellation. Automatic. Like
In my head,
on site.
I was mulling over Soldier Boy. I was like, this would be
I
very
mean, you got the beef
interesting.
on site part, right?
Oh my god.
Big Draco.
Awesome.
Just don't let him have Twitter in the show. That would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be good. That would be funny.
I'm trying to think who else.
No, my first thought was Mr. Bean. I don't know why.
Mr.
Mr.
Bean.
Bean.
I think because
Who's
in
that?
my head,
Like
he
the
looks
English
like
comedian?
it to me.
The English
Is
comedian.
that weird?
The English
Interesting.
comedian.
Yeah.
That is weird, yes. But hey, no,
That's
just
very
no
weird.
Or
judgment.
like Pee Wee Herman or something. I don't know
What?
why the two of them just look like Mojo Jojo to
What?
me.
Pee Wee Herman don't even look like Mr. Bean.
No, they don't look like each other at all.
You're terrible at this.
I am not good. I'll admit that. I will never
Better
get a
at Call of
job at
Duty
a
than this
casting.
game.
I'll never be a casting director. That's for sure.
Mr.
But-
Bean.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't think there's
know.
a right. Yeah, I don't know if there's a right choice for that.
Yeah, no.
That's probably why in the script they talked about him being dead, so they would do it. They
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah.
cast him.
Right.
Oh, but I love
also
Mojo
probably-
Jojo.
Yeah.
Those are treacherous waters, though.
You
Yeah, it
couldn't
is,
get a
totally.
little person to play him either. That'd be so bad.
Wow.
That's the political phrase, right?
Because he's
Okay.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
But he's because he's short, like he's
That's
shorter
so
than
he
the
get
girls,
canceled.
but
Because
he's
he's
an
a
adult.
monkey.
Yeah, but I'm saying you couldn't do that. Shut up, Malcolm. You made it sound way worse. You made it
That's
sound
pretty
way worse. Do you know how many horrible things I say on this podcast?
Lord have mercy.
Jesus.
We are we have arrived at our main topic of tonight.
Oh
And
wait. Berserk.
Oh, you want to speak on Berserk. Or you should speak on Berserk.
Okay, I mean, really, yeah, because we were talking about our pre-pod meeting about anything crazy that's happened in the anime world the last week or so since we last were here. The only thing that I could think of was that the writer of Berserk passed away like a few days ago. I think over the weekend maybe. But so yeah, that's obviously a huge deal because Berserk is huge,
Yeah.
like hugely popular.
It's classic.
It's a classic, and the manga's not done. Obviously, it's still in the process of writing it.
Yeah. Got
And
a
I guess-
bomb ass person of color in there too.
Yeah, and so
Can I say his name real quick? Kentaro Ueda.
yeah,
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah. Dies at 54.
Yeah, and so obviously he was young. I'm guessing it was unexpected, because I never heard anything about him being sick or anything.
Same.
And so, but yeah, that's obviously a big loss for the anime community. Is such a talented writer,
Yeah.
but I don't
Great
know.
video game on the Dreamcast as well. Not a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of people know
true.
about this. Could beat them up.
Dreamcast.
Very bloody. Favorite system? Dreamcast.
Dreamcast
Hands
was an
down.
underrated system.
I liked GameCube because I like Mario games. That's beside the point.
But yeah,
Alright.
so that was obviously
Yeah, and they haven't. It doesn't look like they were. I mean, and within reason, like they haven't released like cause of death or suspicions
Yeah.
or anything like that. But obviously, extremely young. So definitely. Prayers to his family.
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Speaking of sorrowful topics, we are in our main topic about our homework, which was to watch Your Lie in April. Disclaimer: I watched Your Lie in April, and I shared my thoughts on it a couple weeks back, and I didn't want to unleash the fury yet
The Fury.
because
It's your turn to
Because you
vent.
didn't want, you didn't want to
I mean,
spoil
what-
anything
Turn
too
to
bad.
vent.
I'm more curious as to how y'all felt going through this entire series.
I felt the subtitle should have been Dirty Mackin. Because there's a lot of dirty macking in it.
You would, oh, without
There's
a
a lot
doubt.
of dirty macking in that shit.
Without a doubt. Oh, my Lord.
Forgive the not knowing what dirty macking is supposed to mean.
Oh, dirty macking?
Yeah, please explain.
Okay. Dirty macking is the art of... It's hard to explain. Dirty macking is the art of hitting on somebody else's girl or whatever in a way that puts down the person who belongs to the person, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was what that was called.
Yeah, it's called dirty
yes.
I
macking.
thought it was just
That's
like,
why there's a
he's
whole
an asshole,
genre
like,
of
forget about
music.
it.
I'm like, I know what macking is, but like
No,
I never
dirty
heard
macking
dirty
is
macking
like-
before. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, man, your man ain't treating you right.
Oh, okay, I get it.
And it's like
Man, he
a
a
lot of that in
idiot.
here.
He one of them, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
he
I
wanted.
get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he just don't
He
care
one of
about
them
you
ain't
like
shit
that.
niggas, 80.
Right, that's all. That's that right there. Anyways, a lot of that.
Okay, cool.
Anyways.
Makes sense. All right. I don't know really that I got that vibe. Honestly.
At the beginning, it was heavy.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
the
he
first
was dirty
two.
macking?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
But, like-
anyways, we'll talk about that.
I mean, but him and Watari are friends though. Like Watari are friends. And so like
That's what makes it worse.
Yeah.
But like I don't think he ever really put him down though. Like other than like what they were all collectively saying about him
Yeah,
being
but
kind of
He
like
was
a womanizer.
making
The
moves
art
on
of it
his
is
girl,
supposed
though.
to be passive and kind of
Like
sarcastic.
your
It's-
man,
it's like-
your
it's
man
like
don't let you
planting.
have no friends.
Yeah, it's
you
like
can't have no
planting.
friends.
Yeah, it's like planting seeds.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree. I didn't get that vibe from Watari. I didn't get that vibe.
That's funny.
What?
Maybe that was the English trend. Or did you?
Well,
Did you?
no, I
English?
watched
I watched
you
it in
watched
English
the
version,
sub.
so it wasn't
I
bad.
watched-
It wasn't
I
bad.
watched
I was say because
I watched the
I
sub.
definitely didn't get that vibe from it.
Yeah.
Well, when he told old girl, he's still at school.
Oh
He's not coming to
yeah,
meet you.
yeah. I was like, damn. He just told you he was gonna leave early to meet her,
Yeah. Nope.
and you told him that he wasn't coming.
What are y'all?
I got the
What are y'all
fact from
impressions?
that. I got that he was trying to cover for him. Like
No, he was trying to take his girl.
It's
And
just
that
a
was
little
that was the
girl.
only scene where I was like, oh, that was bogus. Cause he had literally just told him, and then right before he lies to her, he recalls him saying, "Oh, I'll probably leave practice early so I can walk her home."
yeah, but
And then right after he remembers
See-
that, he says, "Oh, he's still in practice."
yes, because,
Yeah.
Okay, listen, because I'm gonna defend him real quick.
Okay.
So
I'm
'Cause
gonna get
what
Kevin
happens-
Samuels out on you.
yeah, right. So right, exactly. So he's a silent seven. So when he was like, okay, I'm gonna meet her at practice. I'm gonna meet her after leave practice early, walk her home. He doesn't show up, obviously. And then our guy, whose name I just totally lost, he meets her and he's like, oh, well, he's still at practice. In my mind, he's covering for him because he didn't show up. So
But
then
she
when
wasn't expecting him, was she?
I don't know if she was or not, but that's the thing. So then she's like, oh, I'm going to go see him at practice. He's like, no, don't go to practice. Because he's like, he's not going to be there. And so he realizes that, okay, maybe he did tell her he was going to leave practice early to come walk with her, and he's not. So he's like, okay, well, he just stayed at practice late. So then he's trying to cover for Watari, who like left, who dipped out. Instead of putting him under the bus, like, oh, he didn't show up. He's like, no, he's actually still at practice. He didn't get out of practice early like he said he was going to. And that's why he freaked out when she wanted to go to practice, and he's like, no, don't go. Stay here. Like, because he didn't want her to find out that he did actually just dip out on her.
Yeah.
That's what I got from that.
Yeah.
I got that he was trying to be a good wingman.
Let me interject because I forgot to totally mention these details. When we review these shows, I do want to make sure I at least like say the studio name
Yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah.
This was done by A1 Pictures. They also did the I thought they did. No, they did A1 Pictures, and actually I should see who else they did. This is great. Who also animated? Is there anything on here worth? Fairy Tale, Black Butler.
Good shows.
Oh, okay.
Called Academy. I heard of that one. Sword Art Online. So same people that animated this animated that as well.
Nice.
And the one thing I thought was interesting. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that. First impressions. What are y'all thinking about this show? Because I got so many thoughts.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Not gonna lie.
Overall, I liked it. Heartstrings tugged, but
Yeah.
I like music stuff.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
like August Rush, The Soloist. It gave me
Yeah.
those type of vibes, and so I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, I liked it a lot because I don't typically care about the slice of life stuff so much, but like I think the fact that it was music focused, because like for me, the two instruments that I love the sound of the most in the world are the piano and the violin. So like those are my two favorite instruments to listen to, just because of their sound. Because like I kind of like kind of the melancholy vibe, and so with like obviously you have the huge focus on the sorrow in the pieces. So like for me that was great. Like that's why I like it so much because of that. Because you can feel the emotion in the playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it too. I also really like the music-y ones. So I think that might have given it a couple points for me. It is solid shoujo though. It is shoujo. So you know all the emotions and stuff. I don't know. It was. I have a hard time sometimes with will they, won't they things. Mostly because I don't like uncertainty in my life in a general sense.
Which is why you don't finish any books.
That's why I don't finish books. That's why I don't like dating.
You still don't like the second book of Harry Potter.
I haven't read any of the Harry Potter books actually.
Don't start. You'll never
Why?
finish.
No, but like I
point.
don't like will they, won't they like storylines in general.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it a lot. But that one part, like there one part and a part at the end that we'll come back to.
Yeah,
I didn't
spoilers.
like
Spoilers.
at all. Like that, those I didn't like those at all, and so it was one of those like, but I did like it though. Yes.
This show, I got emotionally attached to this show.
Yeah.
I didn't even expect to. It was a random anime that I picked up, just going through because I got my HBO Max subscription. They got Crunchyroll shows on there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, cool, no problem. Just watch a different show. This is before I got a suggestion to watch another show that will not be named ever again
Yeah.
on
I
this
didn't
show.
suggest that
Ever.
show. I mentioned it.
You know what?
When it was suggested, you said it was good, right?
You said it was good. As a matter of fact, it was
When we
recorded.
watched Toradora.
This recorded.
I thought you were talking. I thought he was
No,
talking
she's
about
talking
Kill
about
the
the
Kill.
other The other show that will not be named on the show.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although Toradora was also not.
I thought
it was
I thought
also
you were talking about
funny.
that one.
It was funny. No, that was Hakeem hated that show.
Toradora was more funny than tragic.
Right.
Like it's the funny side.
I appreciate the music as well. It's funny thing is like I love the piano as well, so that's the kind of music I listen to when I'm stationary or I'm doing like work or like office work or something like that, administrative work. So I always appreciate solo piano, jazz, and there's another one. And the guitar, depending on the kind of guitar, like Spanish guitar, stuff like that, heavy on that stuff. And so when listening to the music in here was very interesting because they didn't what's the phrase I'm looking for? Shortchange the music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and not that this is a fair comparison, right? But I think about like Empire, and I think about like how they treat the music versus like how something like this treats the music. This is like, they give it a really delicate, like take. They don't make everything super loud. Yeah. They make it artistic. And even though it's live action, I think about like things like in shows like Empire. It's like, here's the music, it's cool, right? And they don't do that in here, which I appreciate a whole lot.
Yeah.
What were some of y'all's favorite moments in this show, or things that were memorable when y'all were watching this?
The music, obviously.
Yeah.
The music was
Showdowns.
fabulous.
Yeah.
I think the rivals.
Yeah.
His rivals were great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
they
think
were.
all of the callbacks, like one of the things I think I liked about the show was that he saw himself, even though he had accomplished a lot at a young age, as pretty insignificant, But like a subtle theme throughout the show was just like how significant he was in so many people's lives.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but that kind of reinforcing that thought at the end that he has where it's like, okay, I'm not alone. I've never been alone. That I love that line where he's like, from the moment you meet your first person, you're never alone.
Yeah.
And so it's this idea of like, though he was living with this certain understanding that because his mom was gone, because this girl was going to be gone, that meant that he was somehow going to be empty. And that made music empty, or made, you know, just life in general empty. But that wasn't the case because he had all these other people around him that were so deeply affected by his existence.
Yeah.
Or like even like him finally come to the, like that moment where he's like, yeah, I can't like kill myself with you. But yeah, so I think that part I liked a lot because we all know how much I love the depressed characters.
Yeah, you do.
So
Well, one of my favorite characters is Eeyore, so I can't talk too much.
Is who?
Eeyore.
Oh, Eeyore.
Nah, ER is just like the realest.
I got the headphones on so I can speak softly and still hear myself. I forget there's other people in the room sometimes.
That's funny. No, I think one of my favorite moments, obviously I like their interactions, like the characters' interactions are fun. Like anytime like Tsubaki is like talking to Kosei is hilarious because she's interacting in a way that you've known somebody your entire life, so you have kind of that camaraderie.
Yeah.
You know, and like anytime she kicks him is hilarious. But no, like the moment where they finally reveal his mother's eyes. So like her
when
full face.
Oh yeah.
Because like before, for like 80% of the show, you just see like his mom, like the phantom of his mom that's like haunting his ability to play.
Yeah.
And like she looks like dark and like foreboding and like has that like evil smile, but you can't see her eyes at all. And then like when they reveal her eyes, I felt like that was a big moment because like he consciously remembered what his mother looked like when she wasn't like dying.
Yeah.
You know, like when she wasn't that final vestige where
Or
he hated her.
beating the shit out of
Yeah,
him.
right. And so like that was a big moment because like obviously in that piece, that was the piece where like his mom was the piece that his mom played all the time.
Yeah.
And so when he's performing that piece and he's having all these flashbacks, all these great memories of his mom and her playing that piece and her interacting with his with his teacher and like everything like that, I felt like that was a pretty powerful moment.
Yeah.
Because he like not only like that was him like finding a way through that trauma and like being able to say goodbye to his mom in a real way because he wasn't there when she died. Like,
yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna pick a superficial moment. You know what I appreciated was, Tsubaki.
Yeah.
She gets her crush, the guy that she thinks she likes.
Yeah, the other baseball player.
And he lets himself, like he frees himself. He's like, all right, hold on.
Right.
I know you don't
Which it
like
was
me.
like he was like they're walking home and like you can feel that he's like she's totally about to break me up. What would be today? Like she's going to.
But like, cause she spent every time they was together. You're talking about.
He tried to make that work.
Yeah, he did.
He was a trooper for that. Yeah.
And he's like, and it's like, so I think I appreciated him. He knew what needed to be done.
Go ahead.
Right, like he didn't want her to feel like the villain. He didn't want her to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, this ain't going nowhere. Like every time I'm with you, you just talking about dudes. So let me just kindly exit out of this. You know.
Yeah.
He did call her boyish before he left, though. So he got his jab in there.
Yeah, for sure. No, you got to be petty. What did you say? You think I'm gonna let you
Still
get
a
off?
breakup.
I gotta get one off. What
Can't
did
be
you
a
say?
clean break.
That's
Oh,
funny.
you know what else I loved? Oh, I didn't mention. So the part. This is my favorite part. I lied before. I liked that other part. I loved this part.
Oh, Lord.
How they animate, or explain his issue, like his anxiety with the piano.
Yeah.
Oh, that
where he
was
talks
great.
about being like sunk deep in the water.
Yeah.
And it makes so much sense when you're thinking about the complaints that people had with him playing. He's literally, he cannot hear the keys because they all sound muted, like he's underwater. So he's literally banging on the keys, and then the anxiety of not being able to hear is making him play faster.
Yeah.
And so it kind of helps you understand what it is that the audience is hearing, even if you don't have an ear for classical music. So like you can still, it makes it accessible. Like you don't have to know Chopin, which they loved during this anime. You don't have to know him in order to know that he's playing the music in like a way that he's not supposed to.
Right.
But yeah, that's my favorite part, I think. Yeah, the animation in general was really good. Yeah. Also, the anime babies. Oh my god,
super cute.
All of my ladiness was just like, I want one.
Wow.
They were so cute. They were so cute.
No, I think one funny moment, and then again like a superficial moment, but I think like when he goes back to when he first competes and he first meets the Takeshi and what's the girl's name?
The piano chick, right?
Yeah, I forget her name.
Red dress. That's what I call her.
Emmy.
Emmy.
Yeah, Emmy.
Yeah, Emmy.
So he first meets them and he's like Takeshi's like, hey, don't you remember us? And he's like, who are you guys? Like they've been like their entire career as pianists has been like chasing after his shadow.
And he's like,
and he's just like, who are you?
And the girl realizes like, well, I guess he never really paid any attention to us.
He like didn't care about anybody, not even us. Like, and the other dude, he was so hurt by that. Like, he was like, "You don't even know who I am." Like,
I'm gonna say it just because it popped up in my head. It reminds me of, Michael Jackson singing "We Are the World" with other celebrities. So Michael
I don't
Jackson.
even know who he looked off at when he was
my
singing
God.
terrible.
It wasn't Cyndi Lauper was near him, but I don't know if that was
No, it was
her.
a dude too.
Oh,
He just
okay.
kind of side-eyed him because he was singing terrible.
Joe Budden podcast calls it White Soul. That's what they were putting on. It's,
No, that's not why so.
no, but it was so like if Michael Jackson he sings his bit, he's like and then people come behind him. What is going on? And that's what reminded me of Takeshi because he's like, all right, I just came to. I had a whole other thing going on. Like I wasn't thinking about y'all, what y'all doing. Y'all talking about some trying to be as good as me. I don't care about my life right now. Like,
Right.
what
He
are
was
you
like,
saying?
I was literally just playing so my mom would get better. And she
Right.
was beating my ass.
that's how you really feel.
Golly.
Yeah.
She said, you want to play outside? Like, what's on your arms? Bruises, girl. Call the police.
Right, I'm hurt. So, like,
I was like, I don't care if his mom's in a fucking wheelchair. Somebody need to beat her ass.
first,
Yeah, I had a lot of parts. The underwater part I liked.
Yeah.
I liked how they described what the music felt like.
Yeah.
Because you can, I don't know, most people, I can. I don't know if a lot of people can.
Yeah.
When you can hear emotions, especially in classical pieces.
Yeah.
But what resonated with me is the fact that he was so machine-like.
yes,
Yeah.
And they could tell because I used to play drums. I could play notation. I could play the sheet.
yeah.
But it was incredibly hard for me to just play.
Yeah.
But like if I had notes in front of me all day, every day.
Yeah.
So I could, So like
I'm not
Charles,
really. Yeah.
I could, and
Yeah.
I got like you learn to, because that's how I learned too. I learned with sheet music. So when you learn to, it's hard to break away from that
Yeah.
Yeah.
and make it your own type of thing.
That was one of the problems I think I had with singing when I was younger was I was really good like at singing it and I was singing it well and I was singing it how like the artist sang it or whatever, but like not a lick of
She
emotion.
sang it so modestly, like she wasn't killing it at like 8, 9.
No, but I just wasn't singing it with emotion. I was like, I don't know how to draw
Until
out
she
the
sang
feeling.
a black part at an all-white school.
But
Sang
no,
Precious Lord.
I just
It sounded like she just freed the slaves.
They had all of the black kids dressed up in African garb, and I sang the solo for
So that was
Precious
six-
Lord
that was 6 people.
because I was playing Harriet Tubman in that part of the
Did you want to play
musical.
Harriet Tubman?
Well, I tried
Who
out
else?
to sing, and they made me sing it
If she the only black girl in school, you think they're gonna put a little white girl in there?
to play Harriet Tubman.
Chris, you need to take one
There
for
were
the
only
team.
like
Yeah,
six
right.
or seven of us, I think. And then
two
it
of y'all
didn't
can
help.
sing?
It didn't help that me and my friends used to do the choreography in middle school for our choir. So then all 6 of us were standing in the front, and we're like singing and like imitating the Underground Railroad. There were ropes involved. It's a whole spectacle.
This one way left.
Yeah, right.
Boy.
I did not expect this to get
Anyway,
here.
no, but to your point though,
Back to the point.
right? Back to your point about the emotions, explain the emotions. The way they animated that last song, the sorrow one,
Yeah.
the way they animated and like, so one of the things about that piece in particular is it has very distinct dark and bright moments in the song. And so the way that they animated it flows with that, because he has those moments even in his grief, thinking about the girl and the people he's lost.
Yeah.
He's remembering like joyful times with them too. And so like it sweeps back and forth. This really beautiful picture of grief. And like at the end where it's just like all kind of like, it's like just back, it's like super like schizo going back and forth. I guess that's not schizo, maybe it'd be more DID. Anyway, goes back and forth and sweeps, and then you're just like, my emotions. That's the part where I almost cried. I did almost cry during that song.
I took music theory. So the best exercise my teacher had us do was we had like a pick'em story. So it'd be like the rabbit ran down a trail. We would have to play to that, and then you could choose the scenario. Like, did he go left? Did he go right? Does he know where he's like? Okay, does he know where he's going, or is he lost? Like, and you had to pick a scenario and then play something that portrays that scenario in the music. So,
Yeah.
That's dope. Now we get to talk about some of the moments that maybe frustrated us or irritated us completely. We could. If you have other moments other than the ending,
now what specifically about the ending? Because I could think of maybe at least 2.
I got like 3 things in the ending that I was like,
I have one thing about the ending, but I love
Before
a
you get
tragic
there.
ending, so I'm probably not gonna have as many
before we
qualms
get
as
there,
y'all.
are there other moments in the show where you're like, all right, that didn't make any sense. or
Every
that was stupid?
relationship,
Yeah,
every relationship,
Everybody loved Kose.
I hated
Every single female character loved Kose.
all of the relationships, every single last. So the only person I didn't hate relationally was the softball girl.
Subaki.
And I did sort of hate her when she was
She
trying
got
to date the other
annoying at a
dude.
point. Yeah.
When she was trying to date the other dude was when I was kind of like, oh, you're just like everyone else. That's unfortunate. I don't like constipated emotions though. You know what? I go back to hating everybody.
I mean,
I'll
you
go
do
back
have
to
to
that.
think they're 14 in the show.
Yeah,
Like,
I did. My
they don't
mom
have a
watched
whole
the
lot of
last
emotional
couple
maturity,
episodes, and
like-
she's like, "What's happening?" I was like, "They're in middle school, ma. Don't worry
yeah,
about it."
right. Like everybody's
my
emotions
mother's
were
also
all over
not that person either.
No, she was like, I mean, this one wasn't that bad. They used to do all that demon stuff when you guys were kids. And I was like, yeah, ma.
They still do. It's just not this one.
And I watched it on her Netflix because I finished it at her house
Oh,
instead of at my house. And I was like, listen, read the description before you watch any of the anime they suggest to you, please.
Right.
And she's
right.
like, why? What's wrong? I was like, just do what I
do it,
asked.
right.
Just
My
do it,
mom has
especially, on,
bad luck.
especially on Netflix.
She does, because she'll accidentally watch Prison School and be like, "What have you been watching, Chris?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I
That-
mean, I
that would
have
be a
been
bad
watching
movie.
Prison
Japanese
School,
guy stuff.
but also,
yeah, right. There is one thing that I was like super thrown off by. So the theme song, the first opening,
Yeah.
great.
the
First opening is
yeah.
super great. Yeah. Other than that, in the opening. So I don't know if you guys actually watched the opening from start to finish.
I don't think I watched the whole thing.
What?
If you
You
did
know,
it,
you
you
have to at
missed
least
what I'm going
watch
to
it
talk about.
once.
I
What's
think
wrong with you?
I think I did, but I don't remember.
If you didn't watch the opening, there is one specific part of the opening that is.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any
It doesn't need
sense.
to be there.
Listen, okay, I'm just going to tell you what happened. In the opening, they're about 85, 90% of the way through the opening. Right at the end, Kose and what's her face? What's her name? The
blonde. I don't know.
The violinist. They pan across the screen.
Oh, the
The
young
dying girl.
No, the young one, right? The
No, the
violin.
dying
no,
girl.
the one that dies.
Oh, crap! I have her right here.
What's her name? I forget. I'm
Kyori?
channeling you.
I was you don't
Yeah.
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 Kaori. Yeah.
Kaori. There we go.
Okay.
I was like, I'm trying to pronounce it.
Her
Struggling.
and Kosei come across the screen from the waist up, just naked, and I don't know why.
Well, not
You know what?
anatomically
So-
accurate though.
No, right? Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it
like
doesn't show
magical
anything
girl
specifically,
transformation naked.
but
No, I didn't.
it's just
I didn't
skin.
see that.
There's
I don't
no.
watch.
You didn't see that?
I don't watch the ending. I
Right.
listen to
It's
it
it's the opening. And
I
how
know.
do you not
I'm
watch
opening.
the opening?
because it's music.
Malcolm, it's music and animation.
When you hear a crescendo, you know the opening is done, and you can watch the regular show.
Malcolm.
So opening,
I mean, to be fair, I always just watch it once and then never watch it again.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Same,
Unless
same.
I like
Skip
it, in
intro.
which case
Yeah,
I
right.
watch
Skip
it
intro.
every
Yeah.
single time.
because that's 3 minutes of my life that I can get back.
Yeah, I like, no, I need all my
from the
time.
beginning. But no, yeah, that was to me like that's the only weird part is just that. Like I'm like, why?
It was unnecessary.
I'm like, okay, first
I
of
didn't know
all,
why they did that.
first of all, they're 14 in the show.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
I feel like that's okay in Japan, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
sure,
know.
guess.
If
But
we-
no, it just
Based on
with the
past
fact.
anime that I've seen, I feel
Yeah.
like
It did remind me very much so in like the magical girl shoujo stuff when they do magical girl
Yeah.
transformations, like they do that same type of naked,
Yeah, but it
like
it
that
just
kind of
didn't
like
make any
they're
sense.
naked, but like you can't like see anything.
Right.
It's just the
There's no
form of their
definition
body.
to anything, but
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
silhouette
yeah.
challenge before the silhouette challenge.
Yeah,
right, right.
Accurate.
But it's just like doesn't like there's
oh, they're less
it
sexy
doesn't
too because they're kids.
it doesn't fit into the show at all. Like I'm like, why
doesn't. It is
why have that in there?
But it might
What's the
be
point?
trying to emphasize the idea of like freedom and stuff like that, but they didn't need it.
It doesn't make sense because they had a lot of like where if they wanted to make it like that during the
Yeah.
show, they could have, but
And
they
it wasn't
Yeah,
even
they
that
didn't
kind of
have a
show.
lot of
And it
fan
wasn't.
service in the
And
at
And
all.
I'm like, yeah,
There are a
I'm
couple like
why?
the wacky thing with the picture at the beginning where he accidentally
yeah.
takes an upskirt.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, and,
That was pretty funny.
and- yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, that was
let
weird.
me
Unfortunate
let me get
timing.
right. Let me get to. Actually, you got something?
Oh,
because I'm about to.
Jordan's got a
I
laundry
didn't like the
list.
Dirty
I mean,
Mackin at the beginning.
Not Jordan, Lance.
Did not like it.
Dirty Mackin.
Say no to Dirty Mackin. What else didn't I like at the beginning? I think everything else was kind of at the end. I didn't like the back and forth emotion-y.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like any of the relationships at all.
Don't tell them how you really feel type of vibe. I didn't like that.
Oh,
which-
I liked the
Which
teacher though. I
crescendoed
guess.
at the end.
Yeah,
which is-
Seto.
No, well, no, because I don't like the idea that she abandoned a child either. Though,
Who?
so there's that.
Who abandoned the child?
The mom's friend,
Who did she abandon?
Seto or
What child
whatever.
did she abandon?
She abandoned the boy
Oh, yeah.
because
All right, she
they
let
were
him-
super close. She took him to the competition that he
Well, he
ends
had a
up
dad.
losing his shit
He had a
at.
dad, so
Yeah,
she
dad
didn't
that's
abandon.
never at home.
Yeah, they
and she
never-
was
they
like,
never- you
"Oh,
never
you
see
know
him."
what? I
You saw him once.
if piano makes you
Walked to the
sad,
hospital.
then I shouldn't be around you."
To visit his
I'm like,
mom.
nigga, what? That doesn't
Just to
even make
back
any
up.
fucking sense.
Oh, I don't even
Yeah.
remember that.
This child needs help. He needs a therapist. Are you
Yeah.
just gonna leave his ass crying at home with his
but
absentee
she felt
father?
guilty though because she
Because it
asked
was her
on into,
idea.
Yeah.
make him a pianist.
Well, she needs to grow up and know that
Hashtag,
that's
I mean,
not
she
the
also
case.
was-
pronunciation.
But yeah, right. But I mean, they also did talk about the fact that she was like the number one pianist in Japan. So I'm guessing she's probably pretty busy.
She made
So
time for her kid.
How does that even?
he's not her kid though.
I know, but like he was like alone
Yeah,
Yeah.
whole dad.
at like in sixth
Right.
grade, bro.
No, that was before
Probably
sixth
younger
grade,
than
wasn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
His
was like-
mom died. He hadn't played in 2 years,
was
and
alive.
he was
Yeah,
in eighth
true.
grade, so he
True.
would have been in sixth grade.
It just make it seem like it's a really long
Well,
time.
and I don't
it's
know
not-
if that's
Yeah,
the
they
same
did.
timing.
I know, right?
Well, because he was
Because
like
he
a
looks
whole
like
heck
a
of a lot bigger
baby.
than
Right,
yeah.
it's like, yo, that was a couple
like,
years
damn.
ago.
First year
Yeah,
versus
you hard,
last year, however
Right.
that is in Japanese school.
Yeah.
First year versus last year of whatever middle school is in Japanese school.
I need it. If we have any Japanese
Yeah,
listeners,
because they made the girl he was teaching look like a baby, and she was
Yeah,
the first.
Exactly.
she was
Yeah.
only 2 years younger than
Yeah.
him. So yeah, it would be like a sixth grade,
She
eighth
would
grade type
have
of
probably
thing.
been 2 years because she said she was 13 in that show and he was 4. He would have been 14.
He was 15 in the show because the boy that liked him and was jealous that she was his friend, she was like, "No, you're supposed to call him whatever his last name is, sir." And he was like, Why would I call him that? He's only 2 years older than us.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Anyways, yeah. We got any Japanese connects that tells us how if puberty works different here? Let us know because
That's
clearly
hilarious.
Middle school is where
so totally
at
different.
middle school is where
grade,
the
all
blow
of
up
a
happens.
sudden.
I
Right,
guess.
clearly, because anyways, my this whole friend A business.
Yeah, that was mad.
Talk about it.
disrespectful.
Talk about it.
let me tell you.
Talk your shit.
The whole problem is it's like the many problems is they're look. I get there for who said there were 14s. You said there were 14.
Yeah, I thought there were 14.
I get it. My man put the blood, sweat, and tears into this whole entire friend-ationship. I don't know what we want to even call it. This is the most toxic like thing that happens
So bad.
in this entire show, and he doesn't even get a name. He doesn't get an actual name. I mean, again, I remember. I think Cooper or is it Cooper or Adam? I don't know who commented on the fact that it was like friend A was like a term of endearment.
It became
like,
yeah.
But like, she didn't
You just-
always call him that though.
Nah.
She
Nah, I
called
didn't
him
like
that.
it
She
either.
called him that a handful of times, but like
Yeah.
that wasn't like.
Nah, she carried it for.
No. What I will say though is I understand her why.
Who, the
You
blonde girl?
understand her why?
I understand her why because
You
one,
understand who's
the
why.
dying girl's why.
Okay.
For two reasons. One, she knew she was fucking dying.
Yeah, it's true.
So
You don't get to play the I'm dying card, so I
She
get to
knew
play
she
with
was-
your
She knew
emotions.
she was dying, so she knew that no matter who she was in a relationship with, it was only going to be temporary because she was going to die. If she wasn't gonna, she knew she wasn't gonna make it to high school. The other reason why I get it is because it kind of goes hand in hand with the idea of knowing she was gonna die. She also knew that the girl that she was her friend already liked him. So how ill would it be for me to say, you know what? I know you already like him and you kind of already in there. You just got to realize your own feelings. But let me slip in there for a year before I die.
She did the exact same
she
thing
did
anyway.
do it anyway, which I don't respect.
Oh my!
But her reason why she set it up the way she did, I
See, because I thought it was gonna end with her
You thought
not
she was gonna
having
live?
real feelings, either living
Oh,
or
okay,
not
I
having
see.
real feelings for Kosei.
Oh boy!
because
If it was just like truly friend, like
yeah,
we're really
yeah,
friends,
and he was just kind of let down by that.
I would have been all right with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was
I'd
gonna
have been cool
be.
with
But
that.
the
Yeah.
fact that
well, you knew it wasn't though.
no,
Right.
but it could have went that way because the fact that you set this whole thing in motion
Yes.
Just to
from the
meet him,
beginning.
just because you wanted to play violin with him.
But that and that you set up like it was this kind thing because you didn't want to commit to the guy you about to die and the girl likes him.
Yeah.
But you did the same thing anyway by
She
stealing
did
his
it
time
anyway.
away.
Yeah.
and
And,
also,
making him fall in love with her needlessly.
and my man, the soccer coach Watari,
Yeah.
He really was into her at the end. I felt so bad.
got the short end of the stick because she want to play I'm dying games. He gets the short end of the stick. That's
did.
not fair. It's
mean-
not
That's
fair.
not fair.
I mean,
Stop
on
it.
his end though, there's an aspect of what happened to him that he kind of had coming.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
His
he was
bad, he
like,
caught feelings this time, I guess.
yeah, he was a whatever you want to call it, boy. But like, I'm not saying he deserved it. I'm just saying that her plan that she put in motion
No, it
only
was ill.
serviced
And
her.
my
That
thing
whole
is
plan,
that it
was-
didn't
that was
work.
Genius.
she was
I
dying
think
so she
her
could be
plan,
selfish.
It was a genius plan.
made
It
sense.
It worked.
Her
It
plan
worked
made
too.
sense to me,
Perfect.
but in my opinion, it didn't work because they ended up falling in love with each other anyway. The point was that she wanted access to him without being in a relationship with him, but they ended up in a situationship with no name anyway.
That's true.
They
Which
playing
is
the
why
day
I'm
in the
like,
piano
no,
room together. Y'all better
your plan
relax.
failed.
Relax.
You weren't
That's true.
supposed to
That's
be
true. She wasn't supposed to fall. in
right.
love
They
with
weren't
her.
supposed to fall
because she was
for each
supposed to
other.
just die. So she's opted to have the
But
surgery
she
and
wanted to
everything.
meet him and she
Yeah.
wanted to play with him.
Yeah.
Not well, she did play with him. She wanted
What?
to.
Whoa.
You know what I meant?
You the one that changed the meaning.
She wanted to play with him on stage. Oh God.
Got you.
She wanted him to
Yeah.
accompany her
There you go.
when she played her violin. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm like
That's
7.
what I
Go
meant.
ahead.
That's what I meant.
We knew what you meant when you first said it. You the one that started cackling.
Then you gave it the
Did I? Did I laugh first?
Yes.
I don't think I laughed first. Somebody play that back.
I will input that.
That's gonna be on the highlight reel, the blooper reel.
Wow, without a doubt.
With the little John Madden circles and everything.
Yeah, right. You see right here, the little circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. What else, Lance?
My bad.
Oh.
I'm gonna be the guy in the room that doesn't agree with you guys on this.
Hey.
About the relationships?
Yeah, about how she ended things.
Well, we might be just bitter people, though.
So I liked how they ended it.
I liked the ending.
Oh, so you like indecisive?
I didn't think it was indecisive though.
Okay.
I didn't think it was. So here's my thing. She, from a very young age, knew who he was and had eyes for him. Like, and did she play mind games a little bit? Yeah, for sure. But the way that she rationalized it, one, it did justice to her friendship with Subaki, I think, in my opinion, because she didn't go out here and she wasn't out here like, oh, well, I know you like him, so I'm just going to take him from you. She didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, she did the whole entire time carry out her false relationship with Watari, which Watari's the one that got screwed either way.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the one that got...
Either was way. He was either
either
going
way,
to lose a friend or the girl
out.
he was feeling. Yeah.
He was the odd man out. I don't think she did that to him personally, intentionally. She didn't have any ill feelings towards him. I don't think so. And he could take it because he was a womanizer anyways.
Right.
So, because
she
by the end of the show, he moved on anyways.
Man.
Not really.
No,
not
that's
really.
how you become less
Because he
he
was making goo goo gaga eyes at what's his face, the young girl, the middle schooler, the other middle schoolers. He's talking about how they were cute.
But he knew what was going on the whole time.
I think he knew what was going on the whole time.
Well, he said he did.
At the end, he was like, "Finally, you're competing with me," you know. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, but
I think eventually he did fall for her
he's a guy
towards
who's
the
gonna
end.
be every girl.
But she was a novelty at the
get.
beginning.
Yeah.
She was a novelty at the beginning. He didn't really care that much.
No.
And I think he didn't care because he knew that Kosei cared. And then at the end, when he actually started to like her, then he cared.
Well,
that
she was
passed,
also
and then,
dying
right.
too, so that
that
got
does,
some mixed feelings.
So, all that being said, I felt like she did it the appropriate way because, like, how she said, where she was like, oh, she could have just gone to Subaki and be like, hey, can you introduce me to him? Because I've like had a major crush on him for like years. That wouldn't have produced anything. Subaki would have been like, yeah, no. And she would just shut her out, I think. Yeah. And so, because like they had that whole scene where she sees the three of them walking the hallway together, and she's like, there wasn't any way for me to like get into your guys' little crew because you guys are so tight. You know, so she set up a way for herself to be included, and like in an organic way that wasn't weird, that wasn't like,
but it's still
stalkerish.
manipulative.
It wasn't. It was.
I can't say I
And
haven't
not
done
only that, but she
Well, I
doesn't.
mean,
I
I'm not
can't
saying
say
this
I
like I'm
haven't done
judging
that,
her. I'm like,
But
she friends with her?
I don't think she respected her friendship
your
either,
friends
though.
call my friends so we can be friends. Shout out to Puff Daddy.
here's the thing. Okay. I get what you're saying. I get it is manipulative. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. But what I do think is she knew from jump that she only had a short amount of time to live.
Right.
So she, and like they said in the scene, like, I decided I was going to do whatever I wanted to do before I died. You know, like eat the sweets, eat the whole cake, play the pieces how I want to play them, get to know Kosei before I get, have him play piano with me before I die. She knew she was going to die. So she knew that starting a relationship with him was going to be problematic for everybody in that group.
Right.
So she started a relationship with the least problematic person in the group because he would be the one that would move on super easily.
Or she thought. She made that
when she did.
assumption.
I mean, he probably did.
No.
But
I don't think so.
I mean, he's got that Keiko girl he went right back to at the end of the show. That he got text from.
The girl on his phone was the dead girl.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like she didn't do it to hurt anybody. She did it to have, that was like her make-a-wish.
She didn't do it to hurt anybody, but she hurt everyone. She
Yeah,
hurt
she
literally
hurt
everybody.
But here's the thing though. In music, you have this concept of the muse, right? And so your concept of a muse, so she, because one of the judges that was watching all the performances made a comment about Kosei where they were like, okay, well, your mom passing was traumatic and that made you level up your music game. Who are you going to lose next to level up your music?
Die? Yeah.
Like, who else has to die for you to level up?
Like the blind
and
bitch.
so she really ultimately becomes his muse for his music to grow, you know? And so while he is hurt by her passing, obviously, and he's traumatized by that, that is also the catalyst for him to choose music again and to go forward with music.
So she was his plug-in, his VST. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Wow.
I feel you. I'm not mad at it.
So so while she was manipulative, she did
hurt
do
everyone around her.
Subaki low-key a little dirty. At the end of the day, though, she passes and she doesn't get to stick around. So Subaki can still be with him later,
Nah,
even though
she little bro with him way too heavy.
did. Which I mean,
Well, and
in
not
that
only
regard,
that, but
I don't feel that bad for Subaki then.
I know
because she didn't make her move.
Yeah.
I know people that have lost their like loves, like the person that they love. Even when they get in other relationships, they never let that person go.
Yeah,
so she kind of, even in that like never forget me type of thing, like that's now his first love. And he's lost her in a traumatic way that was tied so closely to his mom and so closely to what it looks like is going to be his career for the rest of his life. Yeah. She is going to affect every other relationship he has. And I love the dynamic of the childhood friends like relationship before it got all fucked up. But like she even though her intention wasn't to damage that, she she damaged it. Yeah. And I think that even though everybody knew, everybody knew that they were into each other, but like the softball girl tried to like hurt Glasses by like reinforcing the idea that like
here we go with the nickname.
Right. She tried to reinforce the idea that she doesn't really love you. She loves Watery or whatever, Watery, I don't know. Fuck. She loves him more. And so you should stop being an idiot and love me now. And it's like,
first of all, that's not how that works.
Right. What?
But that is a real play people try to do, though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Dirty Mackin.
Dirty Mackin.
That was Dirty Mackin.
At his
finest.
That should have been the subtitle. It should have been, I met the girl under with cherry blossoms, whatever. Should have just been Dirty Mackin. A lie in April. Dirty Mackin.
Everybody's trying to get at somebody else's person.
Watery was the only one not Dirty Mackin, and he.
I love
got
that.
the
He was
shortest.
Mackin, but just not Dirty Mackin.
He wasn't Dirty Mackin, though.
Yeah, right.
He was regular Mackin.
He was like, I like her.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
was.
I know.
Which is wild, but I have friends like that, so I can't be mad.
But he was like, she like you more than she like me.
I think in general, I'm not a fan of like, see, look at me getting my feelings. I'm not a fan of situationships at all, where people like have something close to a relationship. Don't do that. Where people have stuff that's so close to a relationship, but then they don't call it a relationship. And what it does, instead of like being, that gets this ambiguous thing that
it's
like
called hedging your bets.
But the problem with it is that it confuses the people involved and everyone around them and everyone.
It only confuses the people if they allow
them.
themselves to be confused.
And at the end, I don't think
because it's the idea that it's like you're in
a
a relationship that's not a relationship, but it's a relationship.
The only person that was in a situationship was the Subaki.
Yeah, was the two
She was the only one.
Yeah.
No, she was the only one.
Just the friend, the softball girl. Subaki.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the blonde and Glasses were also in a situation.
No, they weren't, because he was already resolved that she's never gonna pick me.
Yes, but he was acting as if he was her boyfriend on many occasions.
No, he was acting like he was friend A.
Oh, now y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. They went out on dates, bro.
They went on whole ass dates.
They went on dates.
I'm his stand-in. He knew he wasn't his fucking stand-in.
You want to come meet my parents and we eat together? What? That's a date, bro.
Stop
what did you
it.
say?
I didn't say he wasn't Dirty Mackin.
Get out! Get out!
I'm saying,
No.
I'm saying that he wanted her to come out and say, "It's me and you."
Yeah,
And he didn't think she would ever do that, so he dirty Mac to what he could.
that's fair.
That's still a situation shit.
We getting the rating. I'm not talking about the situation stuff no more. It's entertaining, but we gotta get to the rating. Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh wait, I didn't
Can't
talk about the
use
thing I hate though.
7.
The CGI at the end.
Oh yeah, that was awkward.
That was horrible.
awkward.
They do it at the end of like almost all of the music shows that I watch.
Yeah, I didn't need
I
it.
hate it.
Which
I
part are
hate
you
it
talking
so
about
much.
specifically?
Where they at the end because they were trying to emphasize like the movement of his finger in the piano and
It
stuff
was
like
Demon
that.
Slayer-ish.
I
like a little bit.
that.
It was like,
I hate it, and I want everyone to stop doing that. They did it at the end of Given, and I was like, why? You animated everything else so beautifully without needing to do that, and then you do that at the end, and you literally, I was gonna cry until I saw that, and then I just came out of it.
So fake.
you did that. Oh, almost cried.
Right.
Fake.
I did. I was really close to crying, and then I saw the CGI, and I was like,
Yes.
sorry, go on.
That's
What
all
were you
we're
gonna say?
here.
I
We're
had to,
here.
I
All it
had to
took.
say
We're
that.
here, and I'm gonna be taken back by Chris at all. We're here at the rating. We're rating on a scale of 10, based on quality of story, based on animation, based on just what you liked about it. I'll just go ahead and throw mine out there first. I give this an 8 out of 10 for what it is. It's slice of life anime. When I first watched it, I had zero like expectations. I wasn't like, oh man, I heard a lot of great things about. I didn't. I was just like, all right. And so going through it and being like emotionally attached to the characters, seeing the trauma that he had experienced with his mom, and kind of that kind of dysfunctional family kind of unit. I always relate to that and stuff like that. And so I think ultimately, even though, Dirty Mac or not, I think that I appreciated all the characters and I appreciate them telling a story in a way they told it. And it really, we talk about those moments, but it really centered around the music. The music was like 80% of the show.
Phenomenal.
So I appreciate
it
that.
was really good.
I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. I was somewhere between like an 8 and 9, but I think it was the finger CGI for me.
A whole point for that?
Right,
For
that was like one episode.
seconds?
What?
It was a moment, but it was a moment that took me out. Like y'all don't know how close I was. I was like literally about to cry.
She was like a single tear was rolling down her eyes.
And it just sucks like
Sucked it right back in.
Hold up. No.
Be like in Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs where he sucks his tears back in.
No, so I think I'll give it an 8 too, because I like I said, I don't like I love the way that they told that story.
Yeah.
And I'm giving it like an across the board 8, not just like a shoujo slice of life 8, just an 8 period of all anime that I like, that I've seen and that I like. Because I do think the story was really solid. I think that most of the animation was really, really, really good.
Yep.
I think the way they used the songs in there and their choice of songs were so valid for whatever person was doing any particular thing. Just masterful to it's for that kind of stuff. So yeah, like I was like an 8 or a 9, but I think I'll settle at an 8.
Yeah, I'll go 8 as well, mostly because of music.
Yeah.
Like I love stuff like that, but the story was good, even though it was Dirty Mackin everywhere. The story was still good.
That's got to be the title somehow.
without a doubt.
Mac, Return to the Mac. That's
Yeah,
what it was
right.
called.
July and
man.
April,
But
a.k.a. Dirty Mackin.
Yeah, the music was top notch, and that alone is worth the 8.
Yeah.
That's me.
The title's going to be Dirty Mackin in April.
Oh, yes. Well, that sounds crazy, too.
I am...
Okay,
I'm
okay,
going to
cool. I
give
was like-
it a 9. And the reason I'm going to give it a 9 because I love the story. I love the music. I didn't realize it was going to be that heavy about the music, which is great. And like I said, those are like 2 of my favorite instruments. So I loved that. And then I like this is one of the few shows where I like the ending because I have very high expectations for endings. So I really liked the ending. So overall, yeah, 9. And like I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care that much for slice of life anime that much. So
Right.
I liked it a lot.
Like I'm not checking for it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going out of my way to watch it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Too many,
I'm gonna
too many
suggest.
emotions.
I'm gonna suggest more.
All right. All right.
You're gonna just be ignored more.
You gotta work on your. You gotta work on your
I'm just
villain
messing
laugh.
with you.
I used to know. I used to know I
with you.
cackle
I'm not
like a
gonna
witch.
ignore you any more than I already do. So you'll be about the same.
Shut up,
I'm
Malcolm.
out.
It's
I got one for you, Jordan. See it?
this was a extremely fun pod. If you watch this all the way to the end, then you probably like got tears because you've been laughing along with us. Such a great show. Subscribe to us. Watch us. Rate us on iTunes. I forgot to say that in the beginning, and we'll read your rating on the show.
Yeah, we should read our other ratings.
You wanna? Well, we can go back and reread the other ratings to let you know the bar for ratings on this show. Kidding. Just go and rate the show. Give us 5 stars. If you give us 1 star, that's fine. Just give us a valid reason why, like, because that can be used as. We try to be constructive too. I don't mind your 1 star. Just be constructive. With all that said, stay colorful, y'all. Peace.
Peace.